Hello, my Cheney Middle School math students. All right, now that you've got practice under your belt for how to graph a linear equation, you are able to do that. Take that knowledge now and apply it. We're starting Unit 8. And the first day that we're going to be going over is solving linear systems by graphing. All right, so a system is two or more, well, right down here. It's, I'm going to use purple today. Systems of linear equations, that's two or more linear equations with the same variables. So just like you did yesterday, y equals mx plus b, we're going to give you two equations like that. You have to graph both of them on the same graph and find out where they cross or where they intersect. And at that one point where they intersect, that is the solution to the problem, to the system. All right? Now, parallel lines, we'll be talking about those a little bit later. All right? We did the linear equation, y equals mx plus b. It's an equation that forms a straight line. We talked about that yesterday. So here we go. Solving linear systems of equations by graphing. And the steps that you follow are this. You graph each line using the slope, which is the m, and the y-intercept, which is the b. The intersection point then is the solution. Your solution is written as an ordered pair where the two lines cross. So if you look down here, let's see if I can make mine a little bigger to draw on here. I think the worksheets are made nice and big too, so it's easier for you to write on. But example number 2, it says solve each linear system of equations by graphing. Remember, your answers will be in ordered pair. So your solution right here will be an ordered pair. And that's where the answer is where these two equations will cross. Y equals x plus 3. We'll graph that one. And then y equals 3x minus 1. We'll graph that one. And then our solution will be where they cross. Let's start with the first one. I'll do the first one in the pinkish color. So y equals x plus 1. What is my slope? Y equals mx plus b. What's my m? What's with the x? And assumed 1. So my slope is a 1. My y-intercept, where we start on the graph, my b, is a positive 3 right here. My y is my slope, right? Excuse me. My 1 is my slope. My 3 is my y-intercept. So let's graph it. Where do I start? I start at the positive 3 on my y. So, all right, got my dot on my y-axis. Now I can start with my pattern. What's my pattern? My slope, it's a 1, which is the same as 1 over 1. So I'm going to go right 1, up 1. Now put your points on here, right 1, up 1. Because the more points you have, the easier it will be to graph. Then let's go backwards. Instead of right 1, up 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, down 1. Left 1, down 1. All right? So then you make your line the best that you can with your arrows at the end. All right? And now we just graphed y equals x plus 3. Now let's go and let's do the second equation in the system. Y equals 3x minus 1. Y equals m, so 3 is my m. Y equals mx, and my b is a minus 1. So I'm going to start this one on the minus 1 on my y-intercept. There we go on my y-axis. Now I can do my pattern since I've got my dot on the y-axis. My pattern, my slope is a 3, which is the same as 3 over 1. So I'm going to go right 1, Positive is up, up 3. So from here I'm going to go right 1, up 3. 1, 2, 3. Put a point. Right 1, up 3. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! See right here? I like to circle that because I know that's my solution. That's where it's going to cross. I'm going to extend it a little more too to make my line easier to draw. Right 1, up 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Or you could go back down to where we start on the Y and go backwards. Instead of right 1, up 3, go left 1, down 3. There. Then as best that you can, so I can see your points. Now this is very easy to tell. I can see that my solution is right here. And my solution is 2, 5. 2 and 5 is the only ordered pair that will work in both this equation and this equation. No other ordered pair will work to make them even. And what does that mean? Well, here, say I take the first one, y equals x plus 3. Well, here's the ordered pair, 2 and 5. 2 is my x, 5 is my y. So if I put 2 in for the x and 5 in for the y, does 5 equal 2 plus 3? Does 5 equal 5? Yep. So let's try this one. Y equals 3x minus, oops, I gotta write that down lower, it looks like. Y equals 3x minus 1. Now put 2 in for my x, 5 in for my y. 5 equals 3, not 32, 3 times 2 minus 1. What's 3 times 2? 6. Bring down your minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 equals 5. So 2, 5, that ordered pair is the solution to that system. It is the only answer. It only has one solution, and that one solution is 2 and 5. Make sure you put your solution with parentheses around it and separate by a comma. That indicates, that it is an ordered pair. All right, let's go to oops, there we go. Let's go do this next one here. All right, and now today's worksheet, all of yours will have only one solution today. All of them will cross at one point, just like that one we did. All right, let's practice another one. Let's do this first one first. Y equals mx, my m is 1/2. Y equals mx plus b plus 5, I have a positive 5. So I'm going to start it at 5 on the y. There we go. Now my pattern, what is my slope pattern? 1/2. 1/2. So that means I'm going to go positive 2, right 2, up 1. So right 2, 1, 2, up 1. Right 2, up 1. Right 2, up 1. Now let's go backwards. Instead of right 2, up 1, left 2, down 1. Left 2, down 1. Left 2, down 1. Left 2, down 1. All right. Then you make your line to the best of your ability to make it neat for me, please. There, we just graphed y equals 1/2 x plus 5. Now let's pick a different color here. Let's try green this time. And now let's do y equals a -2. This is a typo. This is supposed to be a positive 2, and then we got to get our x in there. There we go. All right, so y equals a positive 2x minus 7. Y equals mx. My m is a positive 2. Y equals mx plus b. Well, we have a minus 7 for our b. So let's go down on the y-intercept. Let's start at the minus 7. And right there, that's where we're going to start that line. What is my pattern that I'm going to follow now? My pattern is a slope of 2, which is the same as 2 over 1. They're both positive, so I'm going to go right 1, positive 2, up 2. Right 1, up 2. So from down here, right 1, up 2. Right 1, up 2. Right 1, up 2. And keep your dots going until you can see where you cross, because our lines are kind of shady. We're having to do e-learning on our computers using our fingers and stylus, all right? So let's keep going. Right 1, up 2. Right 1, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 2. We're getting close, right 1, and up 2, right there. Right at the top is where we are going to, and I like to circle it so I know where exactly that is at. Right through that line right there, which is what? 8 and 9. So my ordered pair solution for that system is 8, 9. 8 and 9. That one is done. Let's do one more, and then you would be able to start your homework for the day. But one more. Here we go. It's good to watch, good to learn. You should be writing off to the side, maybe writing some. You can print. You can always print yourself some graph paper. All right. Now we have our two equations, and our solution is going to be over here in an ordered pair. Because today I know that all of them will have just one solution. You'll be learning something different later on where they might not cross. All right, just a heads up. Here we go. Y equals mx. Well, where's my m? It's that assumed 1. So my pattern is 1, or 1 over 1. Y equals mx plus b. My b is a positive 1. All right, so where am I going to start? I'm going to start on the y at the positive 1. What is my pattern from there? My pattern, my slope. Right 1, up 1. So right 1, up 1. This one's an easier one to just keep plotting, right? And then to go backwards, left 1, down 1. And keep extending that down. That's easy enough. All right. And then you got your line to do. I'm going to redo that one. I didn't like that one. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, wow, that was the best one all day. Good job. I like that one. All right, now I'm going to pick pink. Let's do this equation. Y equals mx. Well, what's my m with the x? A negative 1. So a negative 1. Y equals mx plus b. What's my b? A positive 7. So I'm going to start my line on the y at the positive 7 right here. Now my pattern, which is a negative 1, which is the same as a negative 1 over 1. So that pattern, a positive 1, that would be right 1. And since it's a negative 1, down 1. So right 1, down 1. Right 1, down 1. Right here is where they intersect. Right 1, keep going. I circled it. Now I know where they cross, so I can go up in the top and write my solution right now. What is it? 3 and 4. There's the solution right there to my system. And then, oh, I don't, my goodness. I love the undo button. Alrighty then, there we have it. And that one is done. All right, so you are off now to your homework. You are needing to go do your homework, your worksheet for solving linear systems by graphing. All right, good luck. Have fun with it.